Hi, this is Jennifer Scrapping King. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing an 8.5 by 11 layout, and I pulled out some really old stash. This is papers by Cosmo Cricket. I really don't have any stickers or anything like that. Cosmo Cricket really didn't have a whole lot of stickers or embellishments. They had tags and tabs and words on their papers that you could cut out, but they didn't really have a whole lot of stickers. So I added in this 12 by 12 sticker sheet from Cartabella, which is brand new, Cowboy something or other, I believe, but it's a collection that just came out. I happened to accidentally order two of those sticker sheets, so I thought it'd be good to add it in with my older cowboy papers and see if I couldn't get a layout out done. I have a lot of scraps left. I didn't throw them away because I really, really love this collection. I just love the Western feel of it, so I really wanted to use these and complete a layout. So I did just that, and I will probably have one more, probably closer to the end of the month, using this collection again or pieces of this collection to create another layout of my dad. Anything cowboy related always reminds me of my dad. And I do happen to have one photo of him in a cowboy hat. It's funny because he wore a cowboy hat a lot, but we really don't have that many pictures of him actually wearing a cowboy hat. So take those pictures because they really are memories that you want to have later on when they're gone and you can no longer take the photo. So here you can see I already pieced border strips on the side, and those are a little bit more than 1/4 of an inch, but less than 1/2 an inch wide. And I did that because the green paper, I only had the piece left. That's approximately probably about 6 inches or so, I guess. Might be a little bit longer than that. Yeah, it's longer than that actually. Um, it was almost 8 inches wide, but it wasn't wide enough for me to do 8.5. And then obviously wasn't long enough to do 11. I think it's an 8 or 9 piece, 8 or 9 inches. Sorry. And I'm using washi tape on the back just to put those pieces together because they were so small that I wasn't able to add tape in between them. But adding the washi tape on the back side does the same thing, and it really does hold it together. It's fine. This one here is a little bit bigger, and this one here is actually from a Christmas collection, but the red color went perfectly with this cowboy collection, which is called Half Calf, um, like a half cafe. It was from 2007, I believe. So it's definitely old and been in my stash for a while. And I have created quite a few layouts with it over the years. But like I said, I still have quite a few scraps left. I even have one full sheet left, and then, like I said, more scraps. So I'm definitely just going to try to use it up, and whatever I don't use on this layout, I did throw away. But pretty much nothing got thrown away. It all got used that I showed in the intro. I'm at my photo here, and in the intro, I showed 3 photos. I did mat that photo at the top, one on top of the other. The one with the little boy looking at the horse actually closed his eyes and he was looking down. So it wasn't a very good picture of the horse. And in the other photo, this one here, my son is petting the horse, but you can't really see the horse's top part of his head. So, and I took these photos. I'm not sure why they're taken like that. But probably the horse moved or something, and I just didn't get a good picture. But putting the 2 pictures together at the top gave me the horse's head, and it still was able to keep in the photo of my friend's little boy. He was too scared to actually pet the horse. And the rancher was there, and he told us we could pet the horse if we wanted to, that he was very friendly. This was after we were leaving the pumpkin patch. We were walking down the street from the pumpkin patch, and this happened to be a ranch that had horses on it. And the horse was standing at the fence watching all the people walk by. I'm sure waiting to get petted and, have his little entertainment for the day. So here you can see the word friends. I added a couple of the die cut stars on top of friends, just randomly around on the word friends, just to give it a little something. I matted it on black, and then I put the little tabs on the ends. Uh, and that was just to dress it up just a little bit to give it something more. And I'm totally okay with this layout being simple and plain because the photos are not that great, but it's definitely a memory that my son remembers because we went to this same pumpkin patch probably for about 3 or 4 years in a row. And every time we would leave, we would pet the horse. So he definitely remembers going to this pumpkin patch. So it's definitely something I want in his album as a memory. So you can see I'm adding a little bit of play foam behind the title piece to pop it up and to cover up that one corner of the photo. The other corner at the top will not get covered up. It'll stay just the way that it is. And I'm fine with it. I put a star up there here in a minute after I get the title placed down. And then I'll add a couple more of the die cut stars. And I already layered the stars. I cut multiples of them out in different sizes and then just layered them up in different colors. And then I'll add a couple of stickers, and pretty much that'll be it. And that'll be the layout finished. I guess I probably could fast forward this part a little bit more. But I always think it's interesting how you can, cut and doctor the photos and the papers just to fit your layout. And, everything's pieced underneath something, so nobody knows that piece of the photo is actually missing. And the fence actually lines up pretty good. In the close-ups, of course, you can see where the fence isn't lined up correctly. But if you're really not paying attention and you're just looking at the photos, I'm sure most people aren't going to notice that the fence isn't lined up and that it's actually two photos together. But I'm okay with it either way. And here I'm going to put Howdy, which Howdy Friends was my title because I kind of thought that was kind of cute for the horse, to be saying howdy to all the people that are walking by. And this little horse is a horse and a cowboy on the horse. And I'm just dipping it in baby powder just to make it non-sticky. And then I put some play foam behind it. And I'm going to add that right here at the top part of this photo. And instead of having 3 clusters, this layout is actually going to have 4, but in a zigzag formation. And that was just something, it looked good to my eye, so that's how I did it. And down at the bottom, I added the metal heart that's barbed wire, and that's from MK Gunn's shop, Some Assemblage Required. She had those in the shop, and I thought those were so cute. And I will add string to it also. I glued paper to the back part of it, just because I don't really like looking through it and seeing the photo underneath. So I was able to cut a little piece of paper that fits perfectly behind it and then added some liquid glue, and it stayed just fine. So you can see there, I added the string. I'm going to get ready to glue that down. And I do glue the edges of the string down just so they're not flopping around. And then Howdy, I'm going to add a little bit of foam tape to it. Not a lot, just where it's hanging over the Friends title so that it can pop up just a little bit and be the same height, basically. It's not any higher, it's just the same height. There we go. So I'm going to put a little bit of liquid glue on there, and I will glue that one down, and then I will start gluing down my stars. And the big star is the same star that you will see. let's see, on the birthday layout, I believe. That's coming up here soon. And I did, actually, no, you already saw it. I used it for the 4th of July layout that I posted on the 1st. Um, that star cuts out double, so it cuts out a large star and then an outline of the star. So I did the red star and then I flipped it, and on the opposite side was black. So then I did a black outline, and then I did another star and then a tan star on top of that. And then each of the little stars are either layered once or 3 times. Um, so they're either red and black or red and tan or red, black, and tan. I think only one of them is 3, and then the rest are just 2 layers. But again, that was just something to give a little bit different. And I will add a little bit of journaling in between the title and the bottom photo. And it'll just be on journaling strips, and I'll just add it right there in the middle. I don't have much to say. Like I said, just saying, that this was after the pumpkin patch and this was something we did every year. And even though we did it every year, I don't think I have any other pictures of us leaving from the pumpkin patch petting this horse. And it was always the same horse. But like I said, the rancher was out there and he gave us permission to, be touching his horse. We weren't just randomly touching somebody's horse on their property. And this star here, I'm going to adjust just slightly. It was a little off, and I also thought maybe I had put another star underneath it because I did lose one of my stars in the process, but I end up just going on without it. And I do add a little horseshoe sticker up there at the top. I don't believe I do that online, but you'll see it in the close-ups. I don't think I do it. I did it on video. I kept staring at it, trying to figure out what else I could add, but I end up not adding anything until, oh wait, I did add the sticker. And then I shut off the camera. So I was trying to figure out what else I could add up there, and I decided to add a little horseshoe off the sticker sheet. And I think it turned out really cute, and I'm glad I kept the papers and didn't throw them away. Um, so, like I said, I will have one more layout using this same collection later in the month, and I will see you guys in the next video. Tomorrow is Miss Kate and 4th of July. Bye!